Happy New Year! Another month is over, so it's time we do a little bit of a recap and go over all the games that I played in December. December was a little bit of a mashup month. We played some games that I wouldn't normally play on stream and just had a bit of fun with some out of the ordinary games, as well as we worked through the first two Fatal Frame games in preparation for the remake of number 2 in March. So the first game that we finished in December was Fatal Frame 1, also known as Project Zero. This one I was really excited for because I've heard so much about the Fatal Frame games over the years, and I knew that I had to play the originals before the remake of number 2 came out at the end of March. I'm not gonna lie, I was actually a little disappointed by the end of it. I'm giving Fatal Frame 1 a 6 out of 10. Overall, the game itself was really good. I liked the gameplay loop. I loved that survival horror of slowly unlocking more bits and pieces of the house as each night progresses. I found that really fun. The gameplay and the camera mechanic, super fun. My issue with this game is the controls and the difficulty. I was getting stuck on the floor and on objects a lot, and it just didn't feel like the controls and mechanics were tweaked well enough. There were a lot of times where I'd go to take a photo, and I'd land the photo of the ghost, it'd make the noise and everything, but they wouldn't take damage and they'd still get a hit in on me, and it felt really unfair. Not to mention the difficulty was absolutely insane. I know those old survival horror games aren't supposed to be easy, but when just a regular non-boss enemy does half of your health in a single hit, that feels a bit unfair. Next, we began a couple mashup games and we played Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee for the GameCube. This is a game I've had sitting in my collection for years and have just never touched, so we booted it up for a single stream to see what it was like. Now this one we didn't finish. I did get a little over halfway through the adventure mode, but I wasn't able to complete it because it was too hard. This game was so much fun though. I'm such a kaiju and Godzilla fan, so I was nerding the fuck out during this game. But it was just so fun. I'm not usually a big fighter game person, and I've never played a game like this, but just running around a city as Godzilla and being able to like pick up buildings and throw them and crush things, and it was just so much fun. I'm only giving it a 6 out of 10 because it was too difficult for me to beat, and the story, if you can even call it that, was really stupid and silly, as to be expected. But honestly, I loved this game. Next, in a similar vein, was Sea Monsters for the Wii. This is another game I picked up years ago and just never played. And I was really excited to play it because you get to play as like a plesiosaur and other prehistoric ocean creatures. And again, I'm a bit of a dinosaur nerd, so I thought I would have so much fun with this one. It's a 3 out of 10. This game is shit. It got to a point where, again, we didn't finish it because A, I just didn't really know what to do or where to go, but it controls so badly. I got stuck on things many times and drowned because of it. I fell out of the map a few times, like clipped out of the boundaries, and trying to control the plesiosaur with the Wii motion controls was so terrible. This game controls so badly. Next was Infliction. This is the game I've had on my wish list for a while actually, and it finally went on sale for like $2 or $3, down from like $25, so I finally picked it up. It was okay. It was pretty scary, I'll give it that. It did have a lot of good jump scares and some really good moments. I just couldn't follow the story at all. I still don't really know what it was about. It was also just like a walking simulator, which for me, I don't mind those sort of games. Some people may not be into that. Another thing I did really like about this game though is once you finish the game, you can go to an area where the developer has put in like a bunch of like concept art and cut bits and pieces from the game, and I think that's really cool, and more games should do that. It was really short though. We finished it in like 2 hours, so I'm only giving it a 5 out of 10, but honestly, I wouldn't have wanted it to be any longer anyway. I think this was fine for like $3. I would have been pretty upset had I paid like $25 though. Next game, technically I finished January 1st, but I'm including it in the December games because it's so close, but we played the original Fatal Frame 2 in preparation for the remake in March, and I can say easily I love this game so much more than the first one. Immediately, it is an 8 out of 10. All of my issues from the first game, they have fixed. I didn't get stuck on a single object, movement is so much smoother, the controls actually work, I didn't have an issue with combat or the photo taking once. It was so much better and I didn't have a single issue with it. Gameplay wise, it was so much better than the first one. The areas are also a lot bigger. My main issue with this game is that I was getting lost quite a bit. It's kind of hard to navigate. I don't know what it is about the map system. I just personally struggled to read the map a little bit, but that's totally a me thing. The story is also pretty good, disconnected from the first game, but they're very similar. This game also gave you a difficulty option. You got to pick easy or normal. I picked easy because of how much I struggled with the first game. I will say I do regret picking easy a little bit. It was stupidly easy. I only died twice in the whole game and both of those were from insta-kill enemies. By the end of the game, I had like almost 50 healing items and revives, and all my camera stats were like fully upgraded. It was way too easy, so I'll definitely be picking normal for the remake, but I loved this one so much more and I'm so excited to see what they change. And finally, we got around to finishing the main campaign of Pokemon Legends ZA. I have not yet done any post-game content. I am currently working through the post-game missions and side quests as we speak, so this is purely just speaking on until the credits roll. I love this game so much. This one to me is tied with Legends Arceus, so it's getting an 8 out of 10, the same that I ranked that game. I love them both for their own reasons. Legends Arceus, I think story and lore wise, was so cool because of all the background that they gave to the Pokemon universe, and I think that the combat and the open world Pokemon and overworld Pokemon were really well done. This one I enjoyed more for different reasons. I know some people are really hating on the story and the characters in this one. I really liked it. For me, I think a lot of my love for this one does come from X and Y as a whole. Pokemon X is very special to me. It was the first Pokemon game I ever completed and saw the end credits for. So the fact that we finally got our Pokemon Z after, over 10 years makes me really happy, and seeing Zygarde get his final moment that he was destined for made me so happy. And yes, I cried a little bit at the end of the game. No spoilers, but I loved this game so much and I can't wait to basically just 100% it like I did with Legends Arceus. My next plans are to do a living dex, do all the side quests, do all the main missions, and I will be buying the DLC eventually and I will be ranking that one as well. But that is a wrap on 2025. I loved all the games that we played this month, and honestly this year as a whole has had so many good games. I'm so glad that I got to play all of them. I will in the next month or two be getting our video for ranking every single game from the year up onto my YouTube channel, so if you are interested in seeing that, the link tree is in my bio. Keep an eye out for it. Every single game that we played this year is going on one giant tier list together to see what was the best game from 2025 and what was the worst game from 2025. But stay tuned because January is going to be another big month of new games. We're jumping back into the Resident Evil series to finish the last few entries before Requiem, so stick around.